Have you been able to work on the leash pressure on the markers with them for the last couple of weeks?
Just on the walks.
Okay.
Because when we try to do it in the backyard, he doesn't really. He doesn't. Just stays right by us, so he doesn't pull the
Okay.
leash.
Try to set yourself up on the outside in a way where he would pull. Like maybe stationary in front of a park or next to a tree or people go by or things like that. Not too much stimulation where he's really scared, but when you have an opportunity. If you don't have it on the walk because he's good already, then that's not the satisfaction. That's usually you can find, even if you just walk around in a field in a random pattern, you'll be like, what are we doing? And then get an opportunity. If you walk straight line
We
on
do the same route every day.
yeah, if you always walk the same thing and he's a good leash walker, he knows how that goes. If you walk zigzag in a park, he's like, what are we doing? What's happening? What's going on? Okay. The leash is let him have it. I'm going to direct him over there and I'm going to take it. This was 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. We didn't have that effect last time when we skipped 1 week. It was totally fine. There was no. Walks nice on the leash. That's his normal leash walking, I can see. So, if you have it like this, they make the leash a little shorter, right? Okay. Boom. Yes. So now I'm gonna trick him a little bit. Yes, you can do that too. Good, good, good. Yes. With a shorter leash, you get opportunities if you do rapid direction change. Good, good, good. Yes. Make sense?
As long as he feels that.
As long as you feel a little bit of tension. It doesn't have to be for long. Holding is not necessary. It's actually much better if it's light and he learns to respond to light pressure. Not sure about this, huh? Oi. Nice. Well, we didn't really miss a beat here. So it just took a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Awesome. So, is there a door that we can walk out through?
Sure.
Because I'd like to start moving in the real world. A little bit more reactivity maybe. Because back here it's just me.
Right this way.
He's excited. Ah, good. Ah, good. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. He's anxious that you're leaving. Give me a second. Let's use that. He wants to follow you. Good, good, good. Yes. Yes. Good job. Uh-oh. Tangled up, Kuma. Tangle yourself. There you go. Good job, Kuma. Here you go. So now we're doing something new with me that he has done with me. So he's a little, you're walking with me? What's happening here? I'm not quite sure about this. Seems to be okay. Good. Yes. Now let's move forward. Good. Good, good, good. Yes. We're gonna get a couple out of this here. Good. More like a sniff.
Wow.
Boy, yes, awesome, Kuma. That was nice. Somebody just did? He came and sniffed my feet both of them. Now we're on it. Yes. Good, good. Yes. That's good. Good, good. Yes. Good boy. Good, good. Good, good, good. Yes. Good, good, good. Yes. So when he was just looking, good. Good, good, good. Yes. When he was looking and I said, he wasn't doing anything incorrectly, right? Like there was no problem. I wanted to see if he would respond to the verbal cue and do something else. Like look someplace else or look at me. He did not. Which means he needs more reps. That's what I was testing with that. And that was the whole point of saying that in that moment. So that means we still have to condition more. He needs to, when he hears that, he should look back.
Not just by the lead.
Not just by the leash is how we teach it to him. But if I say it verbally without anything else, he should look back. If he does that, even in a high arousal state, he will come off anything. That's when the behavior is classic condition, and it becomes a reflex. That's when it's reliable. But when your dog no longer thinks about certain sounds or certain commands or words, then you have control no matter what happens, and you can help him really well. Because he blows up at something or he shows the slightest sign of discomfort, you can go, He comes back, looks at you, okay. He doesn't in that moment even really understand why he's doing it, it's just his body is executing a thing. So you have, when you, for example, when you have a classic condition, let's say a classic condition out, meaning you let go of a toy, and the dog really likes to play and you say out, the dog doesn't really want to out, but he does it because it's now a classic condition reflex. he outs it, drops it, and they're like, "Why did I do that for?" He kind of regrets it, right? Because I want to play, but he has no choice anymore because it's no longer a cognitive process; it's just a reflex. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we're working toward good, 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 good. Yes, down, perfect. That was awesome. Good, good, good. Good, good. Yes. Good. Good, good, good. Yes. He puts tension on, I go He releases the tension, I go good. He comes towards me, I keep saying good. He gets here, I say yes. Oops. Wow. Rapid hand movement and no reaction. Nice. Good, good. Good. Yes. Wow. That is excellent. Beautiful. It took like 5 minutes and he was back where he was last time, and now he's more confident about me than he's ever been. Tennis racket moving, hand moving, leash moving. Good, good, good. Yes. That's great. Good, good, good. Yes. Good, good, good. Yes. Yes. Good, good. Yes. Good, good. Yes. Good. Good. Good, good. Yes. Good job, buddy. You eat that? Good, good, good. Yes. Good. 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 Yes. Good. 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 Yes. Nice. Good. 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 Yes. Yes. Best training session ever, huh? Boy. I just felt his teeth when he took the treat. He has a strong bite. You don't want to get nailed by that. I can feel like that. He has a strong bite.
Is the pavement hot?
Good, good, good. Yes. Nice. Good. Yes.
I think he just wants to be near you.
Shade. He's got a sunbelt.
Wants to be the shade?
I think so.
Good. Okay, we can make that happen. Good. Good. Yes. happen. Good. 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 Yes. Yes. Good. 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 Yes. Yes. Good job, Kuma. Go back to daddy. Get a little cuddle session. Good.
Corner.
There you go. Good job. Good, good, good. Yes. Now I was curious about another person.
Well, I've got bacon scented shoes, so
Yeah, that's your bacon shoes. I forgot the bacon perfume and everything about you. All the dogs want to sniff everything. I keep joking with it, it's a bacon perfume. Good, 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 good. Yes. Beautiful. Are you comfortable with him coming up?
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Okay, rest time. This is mentally exhausting to him, so he lied down with you, he wants a rest, he gets a rest. That was a very nice session. We'll see if we can do some more, but we'll give him a little time to recover, a couple of minutes, and then we shall see.
I've yet to have a dog bite my toes or my knees, so I'm generally comfortable with him sniffing me.
Yeah, he seems more at ease overall.
He was definitely getting hot, I think.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
No, usually he-
Yeah. Well, with that thick fur,
yeah.
if you had that coat and undercoat
Yeah.
on, you would be.
I always feel like my dogs are overdressed for the heat.
Yeah.
Well, there's a cute video of his nose.
Oh, yeah. Good job.
You've been doing it 18 minutes already.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, maybe I can do it this weekend. I have to film a massage video. There is one on my Instagram feed. It's not, it just happens spontaneously. You can see a little bit of how I'm doing it, but I want to explain it more. I'll hopefully get it done this weekend, and I'm going to send you a link to it. I'll also upload it to the website. That is something I'd like you to start doing with him once you have it. If you don't have it by the weekend, you have it by next week. So dog massage, what I'll do with that is I want to put relaxation on a verbal cue with him, which will allow you to get him more calm when he's agitated. But for that, you have to associate the command word with the state of mind. So just like when I train a command, I know we're not training commands here, but if I train a command, I get my dog to sit down, put his butt on the ground. What I'm doing is I'm associating the word sit with butt goes on the ground. And I may associate it with other things like butt goes on the ground and weird stuff happens. People walk in and out, balls flying around, whatever it is. You want to, before you attach actually a command to something, you want it to be really, really, really reliable. So if you just teach body mechanics, butt on the ground means sit, and that's all it is, your dog does not understand that that needs to be held if another dog comes in the picture, or a door opens, or a person comes in, or somebody drops something, or a bike goes by. You want to include that into your command in the behavior before you put a name on it, like sit. So if I put my command word sit on a behavior that is reliable, that means butt on the ground and weird stuff happens, I have a sit that works no matter what goes on. Does that make sense?
So what do you use before?
You just guide him into the position with food. You lure him with body pressure or with food or with a leash. You help him going into position. Once your dog gets that you want him to sit down, you just take a step towards him to sit down. If you have food in your hand, especially to sit down, you don't want to go like this. But if I have food in my hand, I'm luring him in a position, he's following my hand. I'm not bribing him, he's actually working for it. And then I take a step back and have other things introduced. He gets up, again, sit back down. I introduce a ball, he gets up, I have to sit back down. is you do that until he gets, oh, okay, I'm not supposed to get up. So you do it all without really talking at all. You would use the markers in that context to get him more reliable. Say, good, 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 good. You would never say yes until you're done with the exercise. It would be just an good, 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 continue, that wasn't it. Back in shape. And once I'm done, I say yes and treat. But that's how I build a reliable command. But that would be a description of a sit. Now, we're not going to do that, but we're going to do that with a relaxation command. And that relaxation command is going to be the word easy. You can pick another one if you like. But to make that happen now, I have to get my dog completely relaxed in a really, really calm state of mind. And then I'm going to introduce the word to that. So one way of doing that is waiting until your dog's is really tired and wants to lie down and rest anyway. You can sit down next to him, put your hand on him, just stroke his body and go easy, easy, easy. That's one way of doing it. It's actually not a bad way. You get a lot of repetitions of easy, and if your dog's tired. He puts his head on your lap, he's just like half passed out, perfect state of mind. So you go easy, 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 easy. If he even so much as had his tail wiggle, you stop. Everything lies down again. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So with massage, I'm going back to my massage. So if you go back to massage, if you massage a dog the right way, he will first sit down, then he will get a little drowsy, he will lie down, and then he will flip to his side and be like, passed out. But that happens when you massage a dog into complete relaxation. It's kind of like when you fall asleep on a massage table. I regularly do. So it's like I always fall asleep playing on massage. And then you have him in a perfect state of mind to condition easy, 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 because he's completely just drowsy. And of that, we'll have to do 500, 600 easies, but you get 20, 30, 40 in when the dog is passed out in like one setting. Yeah? So it's very quick to do once your dog's in that state of mind. Getting him in that state of mind, so a massage can take 10, 15 minutes to get him there, but once you have him there, you can get 50 easies, right? Mm-hmm. In that setting. If he's tired in the evening and he's hanging out with you on the sofa and just like groggy in your lap, you can do the same thing. Easy. You want to turn the TV off for that, not talk to your wife at that moment, just like, okay, let me condition this a little bit and then we'll talk again. So it's just the sound of your voice in a calm tone, consistently easy, 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 easy. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah? So in terms of him being tired, you can do that already. Once he's in a completely relaxed state, you just put your hand on him to stroke his body like that. Every stroke is an easy. I filmed the massage video, I'll send it to you, then you can do that and you can put it on like behavior, massage him into relaxation and do it whenever it makes sense. I wouldn't do that first thing in the morning. I would do that after you walk him, after you've done other things where he's a little bit worked up a little bit or tired, and it's much faster to get him into that state. And then do as many reps as you can on easy until he falls asleep or he moves around. If he lifts his head up, you stop. Let his head back down, continue. So you want to have him as calm as possible while still being conscious. And associate that word easy with that state of mind. It's kind of like, you can compare it to stage hypnosis. You've seen stage magicians put people under and then later on they tap their finger, they snap or they say a word and they go back in that state. He's associated that state of mind with that signal. That's an anchor. But an anchor can produce a state of mind. So you can put a behavior or an emotion on cue, which if you think about it is kind of spooky. But you can literally produce an emotion on a cue if you associate it correctly. And that's what we're doing with him. Okay.
So when he's riled up and I want to get him back into that state, then is it just the word that'll do it, or
you would touch him and you would pet him. Yes.
And just say easy.
And you would say easy, and you would stroke him easy, and get him back relaxed. And you don't want to even try that unless you've done at least 500, 600 conditioning reps.
Yeah.
Want to say hi to Mom, Kuma? That's okay.
Hi, baby.
We're having a really great session.
Are we? After 2 weeks of not seeing you?
Yeah.
Surprise.
Actually, we've done 3 weeks actually.
Yeah.
Hi.
Good. 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 Yes. Good job, buddy. Look at that.
You got a numb on it.
I know there's mom.
Mhm.
He loves his mom.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Yes.
That first
So now
advantage-
I'm getting to know Kuma, the real Kuma, not like the dog who wants to eat me, but I'm getting to know his personality. I couldn't see any of these things before because I was always worked up about me being in his vicinity, and now his personality shines through. Good. He's tired though.
Mhm.
Well, does that make sense? All the conditioning makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for now, just when he's tired in the evening on his dog bed, on the sofa, wherever he's like really drowsy, just like kneel down next to him, stroke his body, and say easy. In the same tone, calm, relaxed. And keep a little bit track of it, how many times you're saying in each session. Just count it all. Do you have an idea? You don't want to try it out when he's aroused unless you have done at least 500.
Okay.
Nah, probably more with him, but 500 before that, don't bother trying.
Okay.
And then you try it once. If it doesn't work, do another 100, which is probably 2 or 3 days, because you get a lot in each round. And then the massage video makes it easier to do it faster, because then you don't have to wait until he's tired. You can make him tired. Make sense?
Yeah.
So that will be another tool we're going to use to downshift him. When he goes up,
That might work pretty good with him because he's a touchy-feely dog.
yeah, he's a cuddle dog. Good. Boy, Kuma, huh? Too good. That. That's a relaxed dog. Well, we'll see if we'll get more. I'd like to do a little bit more, but we'll see.
Okay.
I'll give him a couple of minutes. He seems tired, so. This is mentally exhausting, it's not physically exhausting. So that's actually one of the things, once you start doing certain things with dogs that stress them, or they make them think that they have to figure something out, they get super tired. So when you train dogs for agility, these are those like 5 to 10 minute sessions. You train a complex obedience command, it's a 5 to 10 minute session. Place command or something like that, or retrieve or jump. 5 to 10 minutes, the dog's done. Then you have to give them an hour break before you start. It's not uncommon. And these types of things are exhausting because he's trying to figure out what the heck he's doing. He wants to just let it chill out.
Pretty grass. Nice cool grass.
Smart dog. So when you, for example, you see a dog trained in a movie, they don't just have one dog. They use like Lassie, there were 10 Lassies. Or Rintintin was a little different, but. And then a trainer will go and train the first dog for 10 minutes on one behavior, train the next dog for 10 minutes on the next behavior, and then they film later with the dogs with the behavior. Yes. Oh, wait, huh? Good, good, yes. Good. Work for it. You have to earn it, Kuma. Good, good, good. Yes. Nice. There's no reaction anymore to my hand movement at all. He doesn't care what I do with my arms. That's good. I remember when that was very different.
Yeah.
Yes. Oops. Wait. I'm almost out of trees, buddy. Feeding you from that. That's mom. Little mom. Yeah, it took like 2 3 minutes. Yes. We growled a little bit, a little skittish. I took the leash, walked next to me, came for treats, and we got more and more relaxed as we went. I no longer have the tennis racket, I feel comfortable without it, so I started the session with it. Yes. Boy. Good, good, good. Yes.
one on the ground right here.
Oh yeah, that's a couple more on the ground over there.
Mm.
You wanna find that, Kuma? There's a treat over there. So when you practice this, make the leash a little shorter, like this. Good, good, good. Yes. So you can actually trick him in getting some leash tension because he walks so well with you. So if you give him the entire leash, he's just going to be with you the whole time. Actually, he's tired. So I had the same problem in the backyard. He wasn't even putting tension on me anymore. Make the leash half the length and then make turns. Just like you walk with him, just 90 degrees. Oops, what happened? So then you get another tension point in the leash. You can train another Good, 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 yes. The yes, he's gotten that. The he hasn't yet. So I tested that earlier. The way I tested it, well, he's right. The way I tested it, he was looking in one direction while he was standing. I said the phrase, he didn't respond at all. Which means he hasn't fully gotten it. I put a little tension on the leash and he immediately turned. So he gets the idea with leash tension. He hasn't generalized it yet. You have to listen to this no matter what. Leash tension. The leash tension is the way we teach it. The point is not to have to use leash tension later. The point is he sees something that he's uncomfortable with. You just go, your dog looks at you. You will move along. And then with the cue that we discussed with a relaxation cue, we're going to start practicing that. I've walked you through how to start that. And then there will be a way for you to say, he relaxes and get out of the aroused state. With the repetition of those tools, you can then maneuver everything that's been a problem so far. And with repetition of that process, the problem will over time completely go away. Because it will trust that he doesn't have to act that way. You're helping him, you're bringing him out of state of mind, you're relaxing him, we're moving along, nothing happens to him, and he will realize it's no longer necessary to react that way, and this will become a new habit. And once the behavior is a habit, he will see something like a dog or person that he was upset with before, he looks at it, and instead of reacting, he looks at you. And then you know you've done enough exercises with him, practice is over, and you can just enjoy helping him every single time. Just keep going easy, move away. He will at some point completely skip you looking. Not even sure. So that's kind of the progression out of this behavior.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, that's the progression out of the behavior. And that whole process will probably take 6 to 9 months to execute, but we're getting to the point where you can actually just do that. So the last piece of the puzzle, or the last 2 pieces we need for you to be able to just go and do it, is make the bulletproof. So he listens to it leash or no leash, and build the relaxation cue. And now that I can touch him and work with him, we can execute. So I can't do the easy with him. He's not going to be comfortable with me just cuddling up. That's the next breakthrough. Me petting him. It'll be like, yay. I have a bite glove, like a big. He can bite that thing. So once we get to the point, I'm going to start touching him. We haven't got to there yet. We're just at the point where he gets comfortable around me. So we're gonna do another 1 or 2 of these, and then we're gonna try to up that to the next level. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, cool. It's about half an hour or
34.
34 minutes? Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, he's laid down a couple of times, so we don't want to push him over the edge. That's good.
Sort of like to know where we are in our session too. How many sessions?
I have to actually go. Like I can do that. You put it in the back and I can count them. We did half hour one, so we're probably like halfway through, I would guess.
And then extra.
Yeah, not yet. We're definitely within what we've got. Because we only did half hours every time.
Right.
Yeah, so basically you paid for 15 hours. So that's 30 half hours in the way we're doing it here. We haven't done it. This is probably session, I think it's 10 or 11 is my guess. Because I did videos, that's what I'm kind of remembering. So we're probably like a third of the. If he becomes a little bit more cooperative in terms of like tolerance, maybe we'll do hour long session. Go from there. But we'll keep. I have no problem going half hour because you're so close to where I am in the beginning, so it's not a problem. Yeah, it's a problem at all. In terms of other things after this, would probably be good to get a maybe in a group class. Not for him to learn the commands, but just be exposed to the environment. A social would be fantastic. He's not ready for that yet. He would have to put a muzzle on him. We we could condition him to that, but I think it could be a little bit too much. Putting him in the social with a muzzle, if he's comfortable with a muzzle, could be okay. It could be at a stage where it may be okay, but I don't want to push it. If we've made good progress, I want to keep going forward and not doing that. I'd rather not take the risk. I pushed him too fast with some clients in the past because I was so excited. We can do this. I get carried away sometimes when the dog makes good progress. It's exciting. Because this is a huge difference from
From the beginning.
the
For
beginning.
sure.
So next week, I'm not available. I'm in a workshop all week. I may be up here on Saturday afterwards to make a couple of sessions, make up a couple of sessions with a few people. If you're available, we could maybe do that. I can let you know probably after Sunday if I'm going to be up here or not. If not, do the relaxation. I will have the video on massaging him into relaxation sometime by the weekend. And then shorten the leash and do the leash pressure exercises in an environment where you actually get leash tension out of him. You know? So if walking next to you on the sidewalk doesn't produce that, well, go on the field walks instead. Find an opportunity where you can actually trick them into, hey, there's tension there, let's use that. Tension, but then it's. Make sense?
How's your taking master?
That's good.
Yeah?
It's very nice. I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for air date. The time it's ABC.
Okay.